This is a Stimpson Globe Model 81 delicatessen scale. Had an issue where the cord was chopped off when we got it here. Cord entry point is right there on the bottom. And all the wiring inside, for the most part, that was in the lower half was rotted and brittle, so we wanted to remove it. There's also no ground. I've added the ground to it. Anyone who's doing this or has one of these, the wires come up through underneath here. There's both there's two, one for the hot and one for the neutral. You've got 3 bulbs that are supported up top here. These are T6 0.5s, 25 watt. You can use anything from 115 to 130 volt AC. And then and they're all bayonet based too. This is another one here, 10 watt bulb, again bayonet based. All of them are frosted as well. There's several renditions of this particular machine, so just be aware that yours may look a little different depending on, I think they made it for over 30 years, the Model 81, and they didn't really have sub models. So here's where your your hot and neutral are coming up here. Be aware that the switch that is built in on this particular model is a leaf switch here, very similar to like a pinball switch. So there's contacts underneath there that are currently not making contact. When there's weight put on the scale, boom, got light illuminates. So I needed to clean those contacts. You can use, for these style, these are not a gold contact. You can use a little bit of emery paper between there. If you have a even like a nail file, just put it and just do one pass. Don't do a lot. You don't want to take material away. You just want to freshen them up. And then I also bias the switch a little bit with a pinball tool. That is kind of one of these tools here. Let's see. It's used here to adjust leaf switches on a electromechanical pinball tables. Here, this is actually the one I use right here. So, if you don't have one of these, I mean, you can remove or bend that manually, but it's definitely a little more difficult to be able to get the right angle and purchase without, with it still making contact where you need to. So the neutral connects onto the top of here, and then so the switch is on the neutral side, and the hot is going up to the top directly. So that's pretty much how these are put together here. You can find any spot. I mean, there's other spots you can connect your ground onto. There's a couple other good spots like these edge frame case pieces, but this just seemed easy enough. It's underneath all the other stuff, so it's not going to bump or interfere. Leave yourself some slack. Now the wires coming up to the top, I didn't have any problem with. They weren't cracked. They were a different kind of material, and one of them comes to the underside of this leaf switch, so I didn't have to touch that one for the neutral. And the other one, there's a nut cap. You can kind of see it. Let me see if I can zoom in here for you guys. It's hard to see. I tucked it underneath the middle. They all come up this left channel here, and then they all divert on the far side of the screw that's there. So before coming up and routing through the side here, and then coming up to the contacts. So there's a little wire nut in there. So you don't need to bring if you're replacing the cable, you don't need to bring it all the way to the top as long as nothing's brittle. I just replaced it, left myself some slack, tucked it in a place that wouldn't be noticeable or affect the operation of the scale. If your paper's in good condition, be really careful when you're sticking your hands down in there. Make sure you have very clean hands, because you get anything on this is not easily replaceable or reproducible. I mean, I found no information about these Model 81s really online, very, very little. A lot of pictures, but not really any forums or information on people who collect or restore these things. So I hope this helps somebody. Take care.